distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and friends of the media. We are here to witness the swearing-in of the governing board of the Office of the Special Prosecutor by the President. The President would administer two oaths, the official oath and the oath of secrecy. But before then, I will introduce the members to the President. Mr. President, from the Office of the Special Prosecutor, I have Mr. Martin Amedu, the Special Prosecutor himself. Again, from his office, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, I have Ms. Cynthia Jane Nakoshe Lamte, Deputy Special Prosecutor. The Ghana Police Service, I have the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mamiya Tiwa Adodankwa, member. From the Economic and Organized Crime Organization, IOCO, he's out of the country at the moment. He's not in the country. Then I have from the Mr. Charles Nana Entry. He's out of the country. Then I have a representative of the Anti-Corruption Civil Society Organization, Mrs. Linda Ofori-Kwafo, member. From the Auditor General's Department, Mr. Adai Rekuteria, member. A representative of the Financial Intelligence Center, Mr. Kofi Wedu Boachi, member. A representative of Chirac, Mr. Charles Ayamado, is a member. From the Ministry of National Security, Mr. Kwaku Domfe, member. I believe I've mentioned all the members. Thank you very much. I'll now invite the President to administer the two oaths. Please stand.
Two oaths. We'll begin with the official oath, and you have it. You insert your name where appropriate, and the office. The office is of a member of the board, of the governing board of the Office of Special Prosecutor. That is the office to which you're about to be inducted. So you follow after me. I. Do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will at all times well and truly serve the Republic of Ghana in the office of member of the governing board of the Office of Special Prosecutor, and that I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana as by law established. So help me God. The same format in the oath of secrecy. I holding the office of do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties, or as may be specially permitted by law. So help me God.
I invite the President to make his remarks, but before you leave us, please kindly sign the oath sheet for our records. Mr. President, please be seated. The President will now make his remarks. Mr. President.
Madam Chief of Staff, Attorney General, Minister for the Interior, Secretary to the President, and officials of the Presidency, and members of the newly sworn Governing Board of the Office of Special Prosecutor. Let me welcome you very warmly to the seat of our nation's presidency, Jubilee House. And I begin by congratulating you on your membership of this board and of the commitment you have made to serve our country in this very challenging new assignment that you have all agreed to undertake. We're gathered here to enable me to perform the final act in the establishment of this office. It's required by the dictates of the Special Prosecutors Act, Act 915 of 2017. And in so doing, now the office is fully functional according to law. The statutory processes for bringing the office into being have taken a little bit of time. But then that is the way it should be. We had, first of all, the vetting of the Special Prosecutor and of his deputy, the involvement of the Council of State. These are necessary processes that had to be gone through. But at long last, they have been completed. And so now, the office is ready and to go. The establishment of the office has caught the imagination and elicited the overwhelming support of the Ghanaian people. There's a great deal of expectation as to how this office is going to function. The composition of the board, in my view, tells us two things. Firstly, your purpose, the fundamental purpose, is to work to ensure the independence of this office. It is a new institution in the law enforcement architecture of our country, as well as in the architecture of our anti-corruption institutional framework. But it is extremely important that the commitment that was made that this would be an office independent of the executive, that is the charge that you are required to keep. But in so doing, your own composition tells you that you have also to be the body that ensures the cooperation of the law enforcement agencies of this country. The Attorney General is represented here. The police service is represented at a very high level. The current Director General of the CID is the representative of the IGP here. And we have high-level representatives of the other institutions of the law enforcement world of Ghana. So it is therefore mandatory on you, not only to guard the independence of the office, but also to ensure the cooperation of the law enforcement agencies with the Office of Special Prosecutor. When you foster that cooperation, you're not by that way endangering your own particular functions and responsibilities. You're helping the Office of Special Prosecutor achieve the statutory ends that Parliament and the people of Ghana are expecting of the office. So we do not have to belabor the point that the issue of corruption is one of the major issues in our national discourse. There's not a day when the media and the Ghanaian people in their homes, in the bars, and their offices are not talking about corruption in our public life. It is that pressure that has brought Parliament to establish this office by statute. So the responsibility is on you to ensure that the public life of our country is sanitized, are considerable. But I'm confident that the quality of people that have been assembled on this board, beginning, of course, with the Special Prosecutor himself and his deputy and the other members of the board, are such as to give confidence that this very difficult assignment is one that is going to be undertaken in all seriousness. It will be done without fear or favor, ill will or malice. Because the body has not been established to be a prosecutorial agency, it's a prosecutorial agency. And that therefore requires that certain cardinal principles of the rule of law are respected by office. Due process, and the manner in which the prosecutor will go about his business. You're the supervising board. Like the Council of State, the statute has insisted that the president is not the person who appoints the chairperson. You have to sit after this meeting, either today or whenever it's convenient for you, and designate the chairperson to chair your organization. That is what the law requires. All I can hope for is that you will choose somebody who will facilitate the intercourse amongst yourselves and take into account all the various roles and assignments that individually you have, as well as collectively you have for the function of the office. But they're all people here of high quality, and I'm confident that the choice you will make will be a good one to enable the office to function effectively. The one institution that is not represented on your board, perhaps may be the most important, that is the Minister of Finance. Maybe the Parliament was overlooked at the necessity for him to be represented, because resourcing your office is very much more his function than it is mine. But believe me, you will have my support in making sure that the Minister of Finance implements your budget, and if necessary, finds ways to mobilize additional resources for you to be able to do your work well. I'm happy that today has happened, and I wish you Godspeed in the discharge of these very important functions, and that the work that you do will inure to the enhancement of the public life of our country, and ultimately to the benefit and welfare of the Ghanaian people. Thank you for coming, and Chief of Staff, I think I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I will now invite Mrs. Linda Ofori-Kwafo, a member, to make her remark on behalf of her colleagues. Madam, please.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, dignitaries present, all other protocols observed. Of the Office of Special Prosecutor. We assure you of our unflinching commitment and dedication to discharge our obligations as stipulated under Section 6.1 of the OSP Act 2017, Act 959, in the supreme interest of our beloved country, Ghana, God being our help. We will contribute to your efforts and the efforts of government to help minimize corruption, as we've been doing in our various responsibilities in our various organizations. Mr. President, we thank you very much for this opportunity. We say, God bless you, God bless your government, God bless Mother Ghana, and God bless us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam. And once more, on behalf of the President and the Presidency, warmest congratulations. Mr. President, we'll now have a photo session, and after that, we'll have some refreshments in the cafeteria. So the photo session, please, with the President.